Say, okay, Shakti back to you.
Very good morning to all the eminent guests. Today is very auspicious occasion for all of us to participate in the virtual felicitation ceremony organized by World Book of Records London. To facilitate, Honorable Dr. Manu Vora, the President of Blind Foundation for India and AICT member NEP 2020 Implementation Committee for his relentless and dedicated work during COVID-19 pandemic in health and educational sectors. I would like to request Honorable Chairman of our organization, Dr. Divakar Shukla, the Honorable Chief Guest, the guest of honor, and all honorable special guests to show your gracious presence to honor Dr. Vora sir with certificate of commitment. Give a big applause to him. Now we are presenting the certificate. This is certificate of commitment to Honorable Dr. Vora sir. Please receive it, sir. In your honor, it is from the World Book of Records.
Thank you.
Our chairman, Honorable Divakar sir, please appreciate this.
Good morning to all. I welcome you all to this virtual felicitation ceremony of certificate of commitment to Dr. Manu Vora for his outstanding work in health and education by World Book of Records. It is an honor to welcome Chief Guest Swami Nikshalanandji with our guest of honor and a special guest today. Let me introduce you to World Book of Record first. World Book of Record is an organization that catalogs and verifies extraordinary records worldwide with authentic clarification. It is a major international organization inspiring people to showcase their talents. It encourages people to break or set more records at the national and international levels. Besides it, it invites individuals, significant institutions, and places of unique interest worldwide to be recorded. It also honors and lists the remarkable achievements of individuals, places, and organizations. It has become a prominent organization in the global scenario. It works from all continents with a global network. The organization keeps an official record and invites everyone anywhere in the world to make their dreams, achievements, and record-breaking ability. The World Book of Records vision is to provide a platform to showcase distinctive achievements of individuals, groups, organizations, and communities, and enhances their talents and caliber globally. It is also a way to really motivate people like Professor Dr. Anju Vora and learn from people like Dr. Vora that how we can contribute towards the humanity. At the same time, the mission of World Book of Record is to encourage and motivate individuals in their forte of excellence. Today, it is an honor to honor Dr. Manu Vora for his extraordinary work to help and support blinds in India. He also raised, I believe, $5.5 million for Blind Foundation for India, BFI, that he founded and helped over 2 million visually impaired adults and children in India. He's also a chairman and president of Business Excellence, a global quality management consulting firm in the United States for over 29 years. An adjunct professor, he teaches operations manager or management courses at business schools globally. We understand that we need people like you, Dr. Vora, with your 47 years leadership experience. You are, I think, looking after more than 500 companies worldwide. We all are inspired by your contribution, and it is an honor for us to really hand over the certificate of commitment to you today. So welcome, Dr. Vora. Can I pass it on to Shakti ji?
Yes, sir.
Please,
It's a
we
very grand opportunity for awarding Dr. Vora sir with certificate of commitment from our organization. Now I would like to carry on the program by inviting the chief guest Swami Nikleshwaranand ji, Adhyaksh Sri Ramakrishna Ashram Rajkot, to say a few words on this occasion.
Namaskar to all the dignitaries, Dr. Manu Vora, and all the other dignitaries. It's a great occasion, and I'm glad that I've been included in that. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Dr. Manu Vora for getting felicitated today by the World Book of Records. I am associated with Blind Foundation for India, USA, and Manu Vora since the year 2000. Since 1989, Blind Foundation for India has raised $5.5 million and served over 2 million children and adults with free eyesight checkups. This is a free Chakshudan project. BFI has donated 136 mobile vans to medical partners in India, of which 76 vans were donated to Ramakrishna missions throughout India, including our centers in Gujarat. BFI medical partners have performed 240,000 free cataract operations. BFI has donated 10,000 braille kits to blind children for their education. With the BFI support, we at Sri Ramakrishna Ashram in Rajkot started our Vivekananda Eye Center in 2012 and added Corneal Transplant Center in 2019. And this center is becoming very popular, one of the most popular centers in this region. In the education field, I'm very much aware of Manu Bhai's contributions to empower the youth in India through his soft skills programs since 2013. This is a free Gyan Dan project. He is continuing to serve in education sector in India through his help with NEP 2020 implementation. Swami Vivekananda said, education alone is the panacea of all our evils. Swami Vivekananda prophesied that India will become so great that its past glory will fade into insignificance. But this will come through character building. He was very much emphasizing on this point that national reconstruction cannot take place. National building cannot take place without the character building of the citizens. And I am glad that Manu Vora is becoming an instrument in implementing the new education policy, which is including these ideas of character building and value education. On this special occasion of World Book of Records recognition ceremony, I once again heartily congratulate Dr. Manu Vora and convey my prayerful best wishes. May he continue to serve the humanity through his resolute mission in healthcare and education for years to come. Thank you.
Namaskar, Swamiji. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Thanks, Swamiji, for your inspirational words for all of us. Now I would like to request guest of honor, Professor Anil D. Sahasrabudhe, Chairman AICT, New Delhi, to say few words on this occasion. Honorable Sir, please join the
Thank you,
meeting
Shakti
and say
Chaudhary ji.
few words.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Dr. Divakar Sukul ji, chairman of this World Book of Records of UK, who have been celebrating all kind of achievements that people do, organizations do for quite some time. And on this occasion, in the benign presence of Swami Nikhileshwaranandaji, the Ramakrishna, ashram from Rajkot, you are being, felicitated for your commitment. And this is a very important thing. And this commitment I have seen in the last 1.5 years. The policy was announced on 29th July 2020, NEP 2020, and occasion was some mail which came from you. We didn't know each other. And at a single instance, I said, you appear to be very motivated and want to do something back to the country. And so we started dialogue on email, and you became part of the implementation committee of AICT for NEP 2020. And the kind of inputs that we received, they are unmatchable. You had the experience of not only education in BHU in India, but also abroad. And all that quality initiatives that you have been taking, and your association with the Blind Foundation for India, of which you are a president as well. I think all of that empathy factor, how we can really bring in excellence in education, was part of the NEP implementation. And we are really thankful to you for all that work that you have done. And in fact, we should remember that there is a time zone difference. When we are working in the day, you are in the night, and still you have been associated with sleepless nights contributing, and that shows commitment. And now, recently I received a mail from you that for your institution, BHU, alma mater, you are going to give a series of lectures for engaging with the students so that they all get empowered in terms of life skills. And Swamiji just now was telling, education is most important thing in the life of every citizen, every being. And the education which is going to lead to the self-development, self-exploration. And that is what Swami Vivekananda also had said, that each human being is divine and there is something inherent in every individual. How do we bring it out? How do we identify it? How do we support it? How do we mentor? And how do we make that student to blossom? I think that is the role of education. That is the role of the teacher. I think Dr. Manu Vora, we are very, very thankful to you, and Dr. Diwakar Sukulji for identifying the right person for this award for commitment, commitment certificate. May God bless you with more energy and more work for the entire humanity, and we will really be creating a happy and a nice world. And for your information, we also had another committee under NEP, which also went into the requirement of all variety of physically challenged students, be it hearing impaired, be it visually impaired, be it in terms of their arms and limbs, and how in create one institute where all facilities will be available for not only easy access and movement, but also accessible education is not just accessibility in terms of physical movement, but in terms of those gadgets which will make them to learn the same way as the rest of the students learn. And AICT is funding 5 crore rupees for one institute. In every state, we would like to set up one such institute, and your inputs in that direction for visually impaired will also become very significant and important when we go on.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Namaskar and all the very best wishes.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Sahasrabudhe, for your kind words. Thank you.
Now I would like to request a special guest who is a symbol of women empowerment, Dr. Mamta Rani Agarwal, advisor on AICT Atal Academy, New Delhi. Ma'am, please say a few words on this occasion.
आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार. इस today's chief guest परम आदरणीय स्वामी जी, हमारे अपने very distinguished, very affectionate and very visionary chairman Professor Sahasrabudhe, many dignitaries on this digital platform, family and friends of Dr. Vora, especially lovely lady Mrs. Vora, I can really see her, Dr. Shukla, who is the founder of World Book of Records, and we have been, Atal Academy of AICTE has been a proud recipient under the visionary guidance of our Honorable Chairman, eminent friends from academia. It is indeed my proud privilege to address this August gathering. Let me begin this address with celebrations. My heartiest congratulations to Professor Manu Vora, proud awardee and a relentless, tireless worker who has really contributed in healthcare, in education, and in all facets of making a better community. I would like to personally applaud his hard work and this very, very great achievement. Please give him a huge, huge round of applause. It's very, very proud moment for me to be part of this award ceremony. A memorable occasion is Professor Vora's life. It is always such a privilege to be in the company of enlightened, committed, structured, and I'm specifically using words are structured, that you have a checklist for everything, and learned personality like Professor Vora. His zeal, dynamism, energy, and commitment to give back to society, country, our country, are truly, truly the qualities of his brilliant persona and highly contagious. And I have also, taken a lot from it. He is a devoted patriot and has such a strong feeling of commitment towards his country. I have known him since 2020 when both of us became part of NEP implementation committee of AICTE. And since then, I have witnessed his great contributions as a resource person at AICTE's NEP implementation plan. His suggestions are very practical. They are field-driven. They come from his experience of academia industry linkage and understanding that strong link that, what works at academia and what works at industry. And also the understanding that academia produces human capital index development and then industry utilize this. So it is a symbiotic interdependent relationship. He is always very passionately engaged and has always greatly contributed. Last year, we requested Sir and appointed him as a peer reviewer for our Atal faculty development programs. And again, he did a marvelous job and really was very much engaged, immersed in the activity of assessment. We have also requested Sir to be part of redesigning our Atal FDPs for the year 2022. And with his contribution, with the guidance of our Honorable Chairman, I think the new Atal Academies, which we are likely to launch, would be highly collaborative, would actually be experiential, and will be hands-on for every faculty member who does it. During various interactions with Dr. Vora, I have been personally very touched and learned valuable lessons that volunteering your time to support a cause you are passionate about, like in his case, it is a blind foundation and healthcare. It is something we always cherish. It enriches our life, brings us closer to our community, and connect us to people and ideas that will positively impact our perspective for the rest of life, will broaden our horizon. Giving back to the community, society, and nation, it is an opportunity for us to grow as a person, to better understand how we fit in the surrounding, how we fit in the world. And that feeling of satisfaction, that sense of satisfaction is truly unparalleled. Dr. Vora contributes and conducts as if it is his moral duty, deeply rooted in his principles and his personal values. Awards not only acknowledge success, but they also recognize many other qualities. His struggles, his efforts, his team building qualities, his innovative approach, and above all, excellence. Once again, Dr. Manu Vora, thank you so very much for inviting me here and being part of your felicitation ceremony. We are truly, truly proud of you. Once again, I'm just right now reminded of two lines from Robert Frost: two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. As you once shared, your parents passed away at a very young age. And from there, on your own, you made all the difference and kept on contributing for the cause of humanity. But then, though you are on the other half of life, but again, Robert Frost, The woods are lovely, dark and deep, and I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Congratulations, Dr. Vora. All the very best. Keep inspiring all of us and keep contributing to humanity. Let's make a better nation and a better one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Mang,
Dr.
for your
Mumtaji,
kind
for
word.
the kind words. Thank you.
Now I would like to request Honorable a special guest, Dr. Rakesh Kumar, one of the top bureaucrat the country had ever seen. He is the chairman of Public Service Commission Uttarakhand. Sir, please say a few words on this occasion.
Thank you. Thank you, Shakti ji. My most honorable and my mentor, respected Dr. Manu Vora ji, chief guest of the occasion, Swamiji, Swami Nikhilesh ji, distinguished guests, guest of honor, Professor Anil Saspuda ji, distinguished guests, and my dear friends. At the outset, I would like to compliment and I would like to thank Dr. Diwakar Shukla for selecting such a person, who is so committed to the cause, who is so dedicated to the cause for the nation. So I would like to compliment you, Dr. Diwakar, for selecting Dr. Manu Vora for this felicitation. At the outset, I would like to extend my sincere compliments and congratulations to Dr. Manu Vora ji, who is the chairman of Business Excellence and the president of Blind Foundation in India, for receiving such an eminent and prestigious award, a certificate by the World Book of Record for his contributions in the health sector and education sector, especially in India. My first encounter with Dr. Manu Vora goes back to June 2014, when I met him in Chicago. I was visiting with my Honorable Minister, Dr. Harshvardhan ji, to USA. And the first thing which struck to my, I would say very distinctly, which struck to my mind was that I found him as one of the most, I would say, humble person. I think we met to close to, let us say, 50 participants in the particular meeting. But Dr. Manu Vora, he stood apart. He was an outlier because he spoke with humility. He put across his points with such a simplicity to Honorable Minister and to the team which was visiting USA. But unfortunately, I lost contact in between. And thanks to his tenacity, I would say, thanks to his perseverance, that he connected rather. I had lost touch and I didn't know how to really reconnect with him. But suddenly I just found a message, somehow my phone was available. He was having my phone and he just called me up. And I think my joy really knew no bounds. Friends, let me mention here that I'm yet to come across a person who is so humble, who is so genuine, who is a professional who is settled in USA, but his heart beats for India. His passion and commitment is certainly unparalleled, as Dr. Agarwal mentioned in her speech. He has been, as I mentioned, he has been the president of Blind Foundation for India for close to 33 years, and he's serving the men, women, and children, in the field of blindness. His contributions to education sector, I think, is known to everyone. He's empowering youth, millions of youth in the country. And I like to say, the kind of soft skills which he's providing is tremendous. His contribution to the new National Education Policy of 2020 is known to everyone. I think every speaker spoke about his commendable contributions. I always discuss because I can't remain quiet unless I speak with him at least on a weekly basis. And he's so grateful. I'm so grateful to him that he finds time to speak with me. And whatsoever we discuss, we always say that, there's no doubt of schemes and policies and programs in India, but what lacks is the implementation. His contributions, as Professor Anil Saspuda spoke, as Dr. Mamta Agarwal spoke, how to make things implementable is the core issue in India. And I'm grateful to you, sir, that tirelessly you are contributing to this particular cause, and especially to the implementation. I would like to end by saying that India is right now going through something called as demographic dividend. We have more youth in the country. And unless we invest in education sector, in the health sector, and in the skill sets, we won't be able to achieve what exactly we should be achieving. You look at Japan, that entered in demographic dividend way back in 1964. You look at China, entered in 1998. You look at other countries like South Korea, Singapore, and they grew at the double digit. But the only way to ensure is the kind of approach which Dr. Vora has been sort of trying to teach us, is that how to make things simple and implementable. I salute my guru, Dr. Manu Vora, and wish him good health, happiness, and abundance to enable him to serve the mankind more and more with more commitment and passion. Sir, you are a motivation, for millions of people like me. You are a role model, and you are a real and a true inspiration, to the youth of the world. So we wish you more successes. And I feel privileged to be associated, to be a disciple of yours. Thank you so much. And I must congratulate your name. Thank Dr. Shukla again, for selecting Dr. Vora for this particular.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you, Dr. Rakesh Kumar. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I would like to request Professor Anil Kumar Agrawal, in charge Training and Placement Cell, IIT BHU Varanasi. Please, sir, say a few words on this occasion.
A very good morning to all of you from India and UK, and good evening for my friends from USA. Chairman of World Book of Records, London, Dr. Diwakar Shukla ji, and its Secretary, Shakti Tiwari ji. Chief guest of today's ceremony, Swami Nikleshwaranand ji, Adhyaksh Ramkrishna Mission at Rajkot, Gujarat. Professor Anusha Buddhi ji, he is a well-known person, Chairman AICT. Other esteemed guests and dignitaries, families and friends of Dr. Vora. I really feel privileged witnessing this great felicitation ceremony organized exclusively for honoring Dr. Vora, our distinguished alumnus. I am associated with Dr. Vora since 2012 when he visited his alma mater, IIT BHU in Varanasi. We met in the guest house of IIT BHU. I just saw him there, and for no reason, I started talking to him in a very informal way. Later, I discovered that he's our own alumnus. This first unplanned and random meet, proudly arranged by the destiny and God, culminated into many fruitful joint activities. Over the years, we have collaborated on a number of projects, such as improving alumni engagement. After his association, the alumni activity at IIT BHU got boosted up. Yes, he was a resource person for GAN project, which was supported by MHRD, now Ministry of Education of Government of India. He also came to India as a Fulbright specialist project and conducted a program for our students and faculty members, and also for industry executives. Dr. Vora, he has contributed significantly to the students of IIT BHU through his pro bono offering of 2 rounds of soft skill programs since 2014, building professionalism and better employability. And this got reflected in better employment scenario at IIT BHU. We are embarking on a round 3 of the soft skill program in collaboration with the AICT and Alma World Limited UK, a parent body of the World Book of Records UK. We thank the leadership of AICT and also Alma World Limited for expanding this reach of this critical project at the national level. Dr. Vora also helped me as one of the resource person in the conduct of training program for 500 BSNL senior executives on talent management and career progression. Dr. Vora had provided his valuable input for establishing a School of Management Science and Engineering at IIT BHU. This school could earn the blessing of the Senate of IIT BHU. I'm very happy to share that he also served as co-supervisor for 2 of my PhD research scholars. It was really a pleasure for me to collaborate with him on 2 major NEP 2020 implementation FDPs on leadership and project management. On this special occasion of World Book of Records recognition ceremony, I convey my heartfelt greetings to you, Dr. Manu Vora ji, and look forward to you for your continued services to your alma mater and also for this country for many, many years to come. Thank you, Dr. Vora. You have done a wonderful job and keep doing wonderful things in years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Anil Kumar ji, for very kind words. Thank you.
Now I would like to request his special guest, Professor Paul Prabhakar, VP Emeritus, North Illinois University, USA. Sir, please say a few words on this occasion.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the invitation. special guests, dignitaries, friends and family of Dr. Vora. Gives me great honor and privilege to say a few words in support of this felicitation for Manu Vora. Manu and I have been associated for the last 30 plus years. So that kind of gives you an idea of our intertwined life over the last 3 decades. And we have been involved in the Chicago area and throughout the US and several other countries in a variety of projects, primarily educational. Dr. Vora and I have been together at IIT Chicago for a few years, and then at Northern Illinois University also for several years. It's truly been a pleasure in many, many ways to team up with Manu Vora during his tenure at the ASQ, the American Society for Quality Conference, which is a global organization. And at his behest, I have spoken at that conference in a variety of places across the world. I'm really happy that the World Book of Records has chosen Manu Vora for this commendation. I hope he won't mind when I call him Manu. Manu is a humble person. I've known him for so many, many years, and he does so many things below the radar, doesn't really get the credit that he should in many, many ways. This is one of those rare occasions when we're all gathered together to give him that credit in a unified way. So on this occasion, special occasion, I convey my sincere wishes to my good friend and colleague, Dr. Manu Vora. And it would be remiss on my part not to mention that behind every successful man, there is a strong woman. So I see Dr. Neela Vora also on the screen. Neela, congratulations on keeping Manu on a straight course throughout his life. As for me, it's as fate would have it, I've walked my life with Manu for 30 years, and I look forward to many, many more years. Congratulations, Manu, and God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Paul Prabhakar ji. And by the way, we share the same birth date.
This applause is for Mrs. Vora, Dr. Vora.
Thank you. Thank you, Mamta.
So you should share the birthday with everyone.
Now I would like to request Professor KG Suresh, Vice Chancellor Makhanlal Chaturvedi, University of Bhopal. Sir, please say a few words on this occasion.
Thank you, Shakti ji. I hope I am audible.
Yes,
Yes,
you
sir.
are.
Yes, sir.
Greetings and congratulations to Dr. Manu Vora from Asia's first and India's largest media university and the beautiful lake city of Bhopal. I am one of the few, those who were not privileged enough to meet Dr. Manu Vora in the past, but I'm grateful to the World Book of Records, Dr. Sukul and Shakti Tiwari, to introduce me to somebody who is so different and who is so inspiring. When I read his biography, I was really inspired. Generally, with all due respects, once in India, when we talk about business and academics together, they usually run some private universities without any respect for academics. But here is a person who is deeply into academics, who is into business, and who is deeply into academics. What a refreshing, a thought. I'm sure that he can be an inspiration for all those who treat, education as business, but not as education as something that can change the way we do business, And I think that that's what Dr. Manu Vora has always done. And his deep interest in charity, the Honorable Swamiji has referred to it. The Honorable Dr. Anil Sahasrabuddheji has referred to it. My fellow panelists have referred to it. Whether it is the Blind Foundation or his support for educational institutions, charities in this country is remarkable. What I personally believe is that, there is a nexus of evil, which is always there, which has always been there. So you have terrorists, you have criminals, you have smugglers, you are underworld, who are all connected to each other. But there is no nexus of good. The good people are not even aware of each other. They're all working silently in some corners of the world. And I think if the World Book of Records is doing something remarkable, for me, it is connecting these dots. It's very important to connect these dots so that there is a network of good people who are doing good work in their respective fields. And I see so many of the eminent people who are here. Maybe we do not know each other, but World Book of Records has connected each one of us. And it is up to each one of us to come together to do something for the specific disciplines that we are working for the country, for the society at large, and humanity. And I think that this World Book of Records is an appreciation of those efforts, which wants to leave this world a better place. That I think is the difference, that how we are going to make this difference. And to that extent, I really salute the World Book of Records, and they have chosen, I think, the most suitable. He should be Mr. Shakti Tiwari and Dr. Sukul. He should be our brand ambassador for World Book of Records. If we have somebody like Dr. Manu Vora as the brand ambassador, I think that it would enhance the value of this award, and people would say, yes, this is an award worth receiving. Let us enhance that value. Such a real pleasure meeting a gem of a person like Dr. Manu Vora. Hope to connect with him someday, God willing. And you are most welcome whenever you come to India, to my university and the beautiful city of Bhopal. Thank you so much for inviting me and allowing me to share my thoughts. Thank you.
Thanks for your kind words and inspirational motivation.
Professor Suresh, we'll definitely take your suggestion and recommendation. We do need mentors like Professor Vora, because we do need these kind of people in this work. And I think what you mentioned is that's correct, that we are trying to bring like-minded people together. So wonderful. Shakti. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you. Now I would like to request Sri Rakesh Tiwari, IFS, Under Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, to say a few words on this occasion, sir.
Thank you, Shakti ji. And good morning, everyone, and all the eminent people of this meeting. Thank you for inviting me. It's a really great interaction and knowing all about the great efforts by Vora ji. And I really appreciate his service towards society. I remember that one famous quote by Rabindranath Tagore ji. He said that I slept and dreamed that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy. So this is really his service and towards society, and his contribution is highly appreciated. And all the members, as they told that his selfless service is, and that the truth of life is sooner or later is revealed in everyone's life, and whole life of human is passed in chasing a shadow, dream in materialistic gain, and the momentary happiness which is bring with it. But it has a limit of its own, whether after it has no value in human life and the life becomes wild. So such people like Boraji, and as told by also Swamiji also quoted that one should enjoy doing one's work, the joy of servicing others for a noble cause should drive one into motivation for carrying the task. So this is really a great efforts by our Boraji, and all the members also appreciated the teamwork and his service towards society. So thank you very much, and really I hope we will meet once whenever you are in India, and I would like to welcome you. Unfortunately, I have not met with Boraji. So in future, I would be very happy, and it would be great moment for me to interact with you physically. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks for your kind words, sir.
Thank you,
Now,
Rakesh.
now I would like to request Sri Ghanshyam Soniji, IRS Joint Commissioner, Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Please say a few words on this occasion, sir. I think he's not available.
Yeah, we can move
Now I
on.
would now I would like to request Dr. Sanjay Sharma, DIG, CRPF Group Center, Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India. Please say a few words on this occasion, sir.
Dr. Sanjay, you are on mute.
Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, now I'm audible, I believe.
Yes.
I pay my compliments to Dr. Manu Vora and all the participants here. My thanks and compliments to the chairman of World Book of Records and secretary, Sri Shakti, for providing a platform for recognizing and motivating the people like Dr. Vora, who have been working relentlessly in the world of education and health. We know that these are the two most important core issues of life, be it India or anywhere other countries in the world. So I congratulate Dr. Manu K. Vora, who is being felicitated and by the World Book of Records for his great job, especially during the last recent pandemic in India and abroad. I don't know, I have not met him, but I have heard a lot about him. I also sometimes for education and health when we do civic works in the field area. Actually, I am a soldier, and rather I thank the World Book of Records for selecting me as a participant, because I believe I don't contribute anything to this education and health world. I do believe that when I retire, I certainly will be joining groups working for this. And I'm really thankful to the World Book of Records for giving me opportunity to meet you all in this conference. CRPF is a great force. It was raised in 1939, and it is one of the largest paramilitary of the world. And we work indirectly for education and health. We facilitate them getting the education. We secure the environment. So I am looking for the opportunity in the future to directly join the group and work for education and health also, which is the most important thing, service to the society. And once again, thank and congratulate Dr. Mura. Thank you.
Thanks, sir, for your kind words and inspirational motives. Now I would like to request a special guest, Professor Sobhalal, Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Sir, please say a few words on this occasion.
Honorable Chief Guest of this special ceremony for World Book of Records, Swamiji, a person of the symbol of knowledge, guest of honor, Professor Anil Dey, symbol of women empowerment, Dr. Pawar, senior most IAS, chairman of Department of Research Commission, Dr. Rajesh Kumar ji, chairman of World Book of Dr. Shukla, secretary Tiwari, a very legendary professor of IIT, Professor K. Agarwal, family and friends of Professor Vora and other dignitaries. It is my privilege and honor to join you on the India's first women's private state private Jyoti Vishwadeep. On this occasion, just I would like to share some few facts about Manu Bora. I have known Dr. Manu Bora since May 2020. In July 2020, at Jyoti Vishwadeep Women's University, University management appointed Dr. Bora as the honorary professor emeritus in the Department of Science and Technology for a 3-year term. Dr. Vora has made numerous presentations at our university to benefit our students and faculty. Also, he guided the faculty members to the senior working team of the university time to time. On the occasion of World Book of Records, I convey my heartfelt greetings to Dr. Manu Vora. Also, we look forward to his continued service in the education sector in India. It's not the last, but we are expecting that in coming days, India, Government of India, Indians, and other people will felicitate Dr. Vora. Thank you very much. Thank you all for giving me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Shobhalal ji.
Now I would like to call on Dr. Vora, sir, for whom this ceremony has been crafted. Sir, please share your experience on this occasion, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Shakti ji. So I accept this honor from the World Book of Records and dedicate it to 15 million blind people of India and all the faculty throughout India who empower their students to become the responsible citizens of India. My special thanks to Chairman Dr. Diwakar Shukul ji and Secretary Shakti Tiwari ji for your very kind gesture to highlight our work over the years. My special namaskar to Swami Nikhileshwaranand ji from Sri Ramakrishna Ashram Rajkot. Special thanks to Professor Anil Sahasrabudhe ji, Chairman AICTE, and thanks to all my 9 special guests like Navratna, Dr. Mamta Agarwal ji from AICTE, Dr. Rakesh Kumar ji from the state of Uttarakhand, Professor Anil Kumar Agarwal ji from my alma mater, IIT BHU Varanasi, Professor Paul Prabhakar from Northern Illinois University, USA, Dr. K.G. Suresh ji from Makhanlal Chaturvedi University, Dr. Sri Rakesh Tiwari ji from Ministry of External Affairs, Sri Ghanshyam Soni ji from Ministry of Finance, Dr. Sanjay Sharma ji from Ministry of Home, and Professor Shobhalal ji from the Jyoti Vidyapit Women's University. I'm really touched by your esteemed presence and very kind remarks you all bestowed at this occasion. My special thanks to my younger son Anand Vora from California and Akshay Singh from India for managing the technical aspects of the call. And I'm very passionate about two causes throughout my life. One is excellence. So I was saying that I'm passionate about two causes, the blind welfare and education excellence. Back in 1959, as a student, I became blind for 24 hours due to a freak accident with a firecracker. After that accident with the recovery, I have a very soft corner for the issue of blindness and to support the cause for the blindness throughout India. Again, as Mamtaji has mentioned, I lost my parents, both of them by the age of 6. So education was the best way to move forward in my life. And I was very honored to join the Temple of Learning built by Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya ji, the Banaras Hindu University, to get my undergraduate education in chemical engineering. And I'm also grateful to J.N. Tata Trust for giving me a scholarship to come and study at Illinois Institute of Tech in Chicago. My special thanks to Blind Foundation for India board members and the donors, my family members, including my wife, Dr. Neela, son Ashish and his wife Amanda, with 2 lovely grandchildren, Amaya and Emil, and my younger son Anand and his fiancée Kerry for their support for all my work. Lastly, I want to thank all the friends and family members who have joined the call from around the world, US as well as India, for celebrating with me a key milestone in my life. So thanks everyone. God bless you all. Thank you.
This ceremony will be more meaningful when Dr. Vora ma'am will say a few words on this occasion. I would like to request Dr. Vora ma'am to say a few words on this occasion. Ma'am, please say a few words, ma'am.
To make her co-host. Okay, Nila, you can.
No, I can. Thank you all for really recognizing Manu's work. I know I have been living with Manu 45 years plus, and one thing I can say for sure, it is real passion for doing this work. And no matter whatever work he takes, he puts his full heart into it. And he's absolutely committed to complete the work that he has taken. And I really admire that from my heart. And I just wish that, he continues this work, because I see him practically every night, because he's doing so much work now for India, practically every night, coming to bed almost 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. And so I know this is the passion with which he is working and he is living. And I am very proud to be his wife. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I really appreciate the works of Honorable Dr. Manu K. Vora sir for his matchless contribution through his organization Blind Foundation for India. And for this, we have bestowed the certificate of commitment from our organization. I would like to thank all the esteemed guests on this very occasion, and a special thanks to Dr. Diwakar Shukla, the chairman of World Book of Records, to be here with all of us. And by concluding, I would say, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukh Bhagavad. ये पूरी दुनिया में सुख शांति समृद्धि रहे, और ये जो हम लोग ग्लोबल कैंपेन वर्ल्ड बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड से लॉन्च किए हैं, उसमें ऐसे ही ग्रेट पर्सनालिटीज को हम लोग ऐड ऑन करते रहें. थैंक्स टू ऑल ऑफ यू.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Shakti ji.
Also wish me very happy Holi to everyone. Today is the auspicious occasion of Holi. तो हमारे परम आदरणीय स्वामी जी को और बाकी सारे डिग्निटरीज को होली की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं. आपके जीवन में
मैडम आपको भी होली
on this very occasion, it is a very grand opportunity for Dr. Vora sir also.
Thank you.
ममता जी आपको भी
Happy
होली
Holi to
मुबारक।
all of you from World Book of Records, London.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming and joining with us. Appreciate your kindness, and let's do more work for India. More power to all of us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you all. Yeah, we are
Thank you very much.
concluding the event. Thank you. Shakti ji and Dr. Shukul, can you stay? We can take one picture of three of us,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and then my son will close the